Hello, Prim friends. I am coming to you this afternoon from a very new shop in a very early building in Ohio. So this is Hartford House Antiques. And I can tell you there have been several different videos that I've done that have been really amazing, and the locations have just been incredible. And this one is right up there at the top of those. There is so much history, there is so much passion for history that is happening here in this location. So I am located at Hartford House Antiques. This is located on State Route 7 in Burghill, Ohio. We are pretty close to the Pennsylvania border. The owners of these buildings are just really incredible historians and conservators of these amazing pieces, including the buildings. So this building, I will show you some video from the outside of it. Chris told me that it was actually across the street or across the corner from here, and it's been moved here in order to save it. Some of the trim work was copied from another home in the area. And this one actually was from 1817. He said the front room of the building was able to be restored. However, the fireplace was gone, and there was another one also in the close by area that they were able to use to recreate this one. The doors are just amazing. The doors, the windows, you can see outside there are door frames from other early homes that have been rescued. So next weekend, they are having an open house here. And that same weekend, the Hudson Antique Show is going on in Canfield, Ohio. So I will have all of those locations and information for you showing on the screen, and also in the description below. That fireplace wall just breathtaking. That no longer survived with the house, and they had a stonemason who was able to recreate one that was in a home local here. Look at that green in that trunk with the drawers. Those built-in wall cupboards there. Now the lighting here it's dark and moody inside this building. I hope you're able to see just the amount of history that is held on to here is just like a living history right now. These beams and the clocks, the clock faces, the furniture, they're just so clearly where they belong, how they belong in this sort of a structure. Some beautiful crocks here. This gorgeous chair, set of 5 painted decorated chairs, circa 1830s. Those are just gorgeous. The beautiful blue on that trunk, that tilt top table, and then that gorgeous grain paint in this clock here. The owners of these buildings, they were telling me they've been collectors of Ohio clocks for about 30 years. And I've had the pleasure of getting a peek at some other parts of their collection, and it's just amazing. And what's so wonderful is they do know and love these pieces and this history that goes with it, and they are so happy to share that knowledge. That gorgeous table. Those fancy turned legs. Again, another lovely tall case clock. L.W. Lewis. Let's see if they have some information on this one. Trumbull County, Ohio, tall case clock. The case is Cherry Empire, maker of Dial Works L.W. Lewis. This is one of those kind of places where if you are looking for a forever piece and you want the history to go along with it, this shop is most definitely where you will find all of it. Love that red shelf on the wall there. And that clock as well. Chris was telling me that while the tall case clocks were so typically made at one point in our history, when this smaller shelf style or cabinet style came into favor in the 1800s, that really put all of these tall case clock makers out of business. So think about how many times, even today, we think of the next generation of whether that's phones or even computers or all of those things. When the next newest, latest, greatest comes out, the early versions go. And it happened with even our early clocks as well. That table there set with the redware in front of that fireplace. Just amazing. I love that knob. On the drawer. Just beautiful. So I'm not sure how the lighting was over here earlier, so I'll swing back through this area. This is a shop in process, in the works. It's only been opened for just a little over a month, I guess. I think they had a soft grand opening in December, and now they'll have this open house for the shop, and it's more than one. It's this shop here on this side of the road, and then across the street there is another. Just love how the light shines in across that cabinet. Black and white overshot coverlet, beautiful. Rug run, 29 feet plus material for 5. Several of the butter molds here. Some red transferware. So this is walking up to this Hartford House Antiques. It was moved here from across the corner. Just so lovingly restored. And continuing to be. They said they just got heat in it just not that long ago. And you can see that beautifully built stone fireplace there up at the top. Love the stone steps on the front with that boot scraper. Trying to keep my shadow out of it. There. And the rocks all around the foundation. You know, we think of our landscaping now, you know, we bring all this shrubs and flowers and plants right up to the base of our homes, our more contemporary homes. And traditionally that just wasn't wasn't the case. All right, so I'm in the other building here. Steve said this was built, I think, in the 1840s, 1845, if I'm not mistaken. And they are having an open house here starting next week on Thursday afternoon. And it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then the Hudson Antique Show will be at the Canfield Fairgrounds Expo Center, and that is on March 11th and 12th. If I remember correctly, there's about 55 dealers that will be at that show, several from the state of Ohio, some from our Seville Antiques, but 55 dealers total. So definitely not a show to be missed. That lovely tilt-top table and that blue corner cabinet is just gorgeous. Love those redware jugs. So pretty. And then the set of measures there at the top. These beautiful folk art pieces. The wind, they say lumberjack there would catch the wind. A whirligig. That very unusual lantern there with the, looks like mirrored glass pieces behind as the reflector. And again, you've seen me mention it before, but these tiger maple pieces just, be still my heart. That is just stunning. That special trim work, that bead work around the drawers, those gorgeous, gorgeous drawers. I'm looking here to see if the locks are still in, and it looks as if they are. Yeah, the lock parts are still inside. Just such a stunning color. Steve said they started in September of 2022, taking out wallpaper and painting every room. The shop is not only downstairs here on the main floor, but it is also upstairs, so I will take you there as well. These fun pieces from a carnival there. And that beautiful box. And this corner cabinet is beautifully grain painted. And then all those early pieces of pewter. If you can see the glass in the doors. If you're new and just learning, those are things to be looking for if you're not sure if something is old, but you want to see that. Those aren't defects in our world of antiques. You want that. Those are beautiful examples of the glass from something that is early. This beautiful mirror here. That lovely painting at the top. You can see more of that example of that 1842 architecture there with those wide window frames. Here's a really neat seed holder. Looks like it would fold down, probably a mercantile display. Very cool. This is lovely crock with the blue decoration and the sweet hooked rug, home sweet home. Beautiful table there with that early wear. That is just gorgeous. And another early whirligig. Some beautiful trunks stacked there. That's always a fun way to decorate in your home. Stack a couple. And then these beautiful animals and carved birds. It's gorgeous. And these early tin sconces. Those are the old ones. Here's this beautiful fracture there. Such a pretty frame. And these finials, or these knobs on the chair, they look like acorns. It's another beautiful bird tree, piece of folk art. And that table, stretcher base with that red. And then I'm going to go around here so you can see these gorgeous 18th century banister back chairs. And there are two in that beautiful wood rush seats. And here, this lovely highboy. And that's sometimes the thing when you're at an antique shop. You can walk in and as the furniture is placed, you're walking close along the edges so that you can see. But sometimes in order to really see the pieces, you want to step back and actually look across the room and see what catches your eye. Look at that beautiful clock case there. My first thought was that actually was tiger maple, but it is not. It is green painted. This is a battery. This tall case clock has battery works. There you have a little notice here on the side. Will not wake you up in the middle of the night. The case and face, early 1800s, probably New England, a restoration piece, curly maple grain paint, signature Leavitt, Leavitt on the back of the case. And it does have a cleaning record on the back of the face from 1840 to 1889. Is that not just magical? I just wonder what home, where did it sit? What was its, where were these pieces for the majority of their life? It looks like maybe a memorial piece there. And here, painted in animal watercolor with a lamb, the owl, the dog, and a cat. So sweet. So we'll come this way in another room. Looks like gaudy Dutch pieces there at the top, a type of decorated pottery. Lovely. Gaudy Welsh jug. Mid-1800s. Beautiful decorated mirror there. So you can see that there's definitely an affinity here for these very early and decorated painted pieces. And what a beautiful choice of paint colors here in this room, with this golden mustard yellow and this teal blue green. You know, we so often think of the early days in these, you know, maybe black and white pictures or old black and white movies, but they enjoyed color in their decorating. Go this way, this beautiful corner cabinet here. A couple of sewing or a sewing caddy there. And that one does not have the pin cushion any longer. Look at the size of those Christmas baubles. Beautiful little silhouette and a watercolor. And again, a stack of the trunks. These are larger, grain painted again. Look at the bun feet on the one on top. It's beautiful. Oh, that cupboard. Those look like... Is that that type of shell? Let me see, it has to say here. Bone laid Welsh, 2-part Welsh dresser cupboard with beaded shelves, 6 drawer base or bone inlay. Look at those baskets. And a lovely stencil. Beautiful sampler. And a neat 19th century town watercolor there. Beautiful wall box. I wonder if those would have been for clocks also. Painted watch hutch. Right, so those beautiful gold pocket watches would have had a place to reside. Love that table. You more often see them where they're square or rectangle than you do the round. I suspect that probably is, yes, it will drop on the sides. You can see this one leg kind of comes out and then those parts the top will drop when you push it back in. It's a pin cushion. A little sewing caddy. And here's another. It clamps on the table, and then the hoop would have sat here so they could work. Okay, you can see down this center hallway here. And they are getting ready for this open house that starts next week on Thursday. Love those candle molds. I don't think I've ever seen so many singles. Beautiful. And that blue is just gorgeous in that cupboard. And I know I've mentioned before about rosehead nails. And you should be able to see those there as well.
That's the one I took from him. I stole it.
See that? Beautiful. Renner House. William Renner. And again, a couple of trunks stacked. So we'll go up the hallway here. The artwork on the stairs. Look at that. Wonder where that's from. Reminds me a lot of the church where I work in Sharon Center. And some portraits, oil paintings. Let's get up here and then we'll turn around. Just beautiful. There he is with his pup and her with the flowers. Some beautiful bread boards and noodle boards. I really hope the lighting is working here enough for you to be able to really capture these beautiful antique pieces. Look at this here with this carving area there. Okay, so this is upstairs inside Hartford House Antiques. What a beautiful edge detail on that shelf. And all those rye baskets. Lovely. Boy, my screen sure looks, there we go. Look, I was going to say, it sure looks like it's dark. But we got some light there. A beautiful countertop desk. Those feet are impressive. Beautiful. You can see that fancy detail there on the edge of that shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those pretty little single drawer tables there. So many of these pieces were just brought back and are brand new here in the shop. So this open house will definitely be a great opportunity to see some really special pieces. Love that countertop mercantile case there. Here's another one. That's a big one. Nice big table with a couple of drawers. That's a beautiful working table. And it looks like some tiger maple in the top. I say tiger maple, but that's beautiful. And there's the piece you may have seen before where the child or people were walking and they have this hanging over the back of their shoulders, and then would have the water buckets hanging from the ends. A shelf of some beautiful, beautiful benches. Come on, light. Hopefully you're able to pick all that up. The lines are just beautiful on those benches, and the colors are so pretty. The pantry boxes and the firkins and the buckets. There's a beautiful one over here. Here's a gorgeous set of bells. So we'll cross over this way. Nice drying rack. And I think candle dryers there on the outside edge. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get some more light here. It's quite light inside the store. I'm not sure. It's just not quite picking up. There we go. That wash bucket is amazing. Just beautiful. And the decoys and there's more to see downstairs. I'll bring you more into this shop here, so. But like I said earlier, this shop is really quite new. Steve is the promoter for Hudson Antique Show, and that is also coming up next weekend on March Saturday and Sunday, 11th and 12th. And I will be doing a video there for you also the evening before. So keep watching. Because like I said, there are about 55 really incredible dealers that will be at that show. I will have information in the description below, and then hopefully you'll be able to be here for this, because this is just incredible. Got a beautiful piece of tollware. And a hide box there in the corner. Another banister chair. A couple of beautiful portraits. And lovely tilt top table there. And this whole set of, there are 6 decorated green chairs here, and this really long farmhouse table with the zinc top. And hopefully now with the light you can see that beautiful wash bucket there. That stunning cupboard in the corner. I Oh, I've heard those referred to as a linen press before. The drawers on the bottom and the doors at the top. Just lovely. This chair here at the top of the stairs is just gorgeous. With those lovely. And that trunk, I've just lost my light again. This trunk here with this special paint detail sitting here on the table, and it's not a small trunk. That's a nice long piece. All right, we'll head back downstairs and see some more. This beautiful trunk here and that rug. It's just brought back to the shop. Look at those stencils. Beautiful. Beautiful piece. So I'm back downstairs in Hartford House Antiques. And there are just so many rooms here, one after another, just filled with these beautiful, beautiful primitive antique pieces. I cannot urge you enough to come for this open house. And then the show on Saturday and Sunday next weekend. Just every corner, just such an eye for these pieces, so unique. This beautiful cobalt decorated, and these lovely spoons and butter paddles and ladles. That gorgeous cupboard, step back cupboard there. And I suspect maybe is that a funnel? A wooden funnel? It is. Look at that. Well, you know, if you didn't have the wherewithal with metal or tin, you know, you did what you could with what you had, and what incredible skill to do that. That lovely little child's chair, and here's another. And these whole stack of these boxes. Prime patent egg box. Several more here. Buy your shoes at People's Shoe Store. Oh, that says Medina, New York. Another egg carrier. This beautiful corner stand here. Not something you see every day. Beautiful desk. Very, very similar to one that I have at Tweedthistle. Tweedthistle Primitives. Let's open this top and look inside. And the inside is slightly different. The decoration. Our lighting is just not cooperating here. I don't know why, because it's certainly bright enough inside this space. Look at the side rail of a rope bed used there for hooks to hold the beautiful lanterns. Oh my, gorgeous. And again, you can see that wavy in that glass. And here as well in that stunning corner cabinet, which is grain painted there at the bottom, so decoratively. These pieces from Mercantile, I'm sure. Hanson's Magic, corn salve sold here. Wow. And then maybe a feeder for the pigs. Better feeding begins with better food. And that beautiful luxury coffee box. So I drove over from Medina just to give you a kind of an idea of the distance. Easy breezy drive right across 76 to get here. It was about an hour and 20 minutes maybe. So if you're familiar with that area, it's a good reference for how long to get here. Check out that hooked rug. Trying to remember the maker of the patterns that look like that. I want to say the name was Frost, if I remember correctly. That is just beautiful. And this wooden ship. And this beautiful early light piece from the 1700s. And all of these beautiful fireplace pieces and Betty lamps. It's that beautiful stencil chair. And some of the early linens. Gorgeous. Beautiful chest of drawers. And the spoon rack. And when I first walked in the door, I have to say that box at the top there immediately caught my eye. Because of the initials. Somebody special in my family has those. Love the ceiling color as well. You know, you come to a place like this, you get so many ideas as well. Not just for the antique pieces and picking up pieces that you love and will cherish, but also the ideas of the decorating, how they're laid out, the colors. Love it. Look at all those beautiful silhouettes. And these beautiful tin pieces here. The sconces. Love that tavern table there with the breadboard ends. So if you aren't sure what that is, on a breadboard would have these pieces on the ends. And so instead of the table just ending with the line this way, this seals that end. And those are on both. And there is a drawer. Beautiful. I want to take a quick peek around here too, again, in case the lighting was not the best here on my phone. It does seem to be better right now, so. They have done so much to prepare these buildings to be shops, to house these beautiful antiques. The buildings are antiques themselves as well, and should be cherished. And when they're filled with these gorgeous treasures, they do just seem very happy here. Beautiful tiger maple desk. Makes you wonder who sat here, who worked here. You know, who used these pieces, what letters were written there, what business was conducted maybe across that desk. John Stoner, there's a little restroom here, and the walls are just filled with little mirrors. What a great idea, even decorating beautiful Chippendale mirrors with the old glass in it. Love that repaired bag. John Stoner, 1868. Look at the patches. If you've watched my videos, you know how special those are. Oh, love the bowl of stone fruit and the early rushlight. This round table is just stunning, this hutch table. Look at that. Yeah, I've said before, the square ones, the rectangle ones are more easily found, but the round ones, so special. That stone fruit. I don't remember who it was, but there was a primitive antique decorator, and I wish I could assign it to a specific name because I think she was so wise. She said it was so important always in your bowl of stone fruit to have the pieces of something black, that it just is missing something when it doesn't have that little pop of black. So whether that's your black grapes or a fig here and there, that really makes a difference in your decorating, in your display of your stone fruit bowls. Oh my goodness, this shelf unit is just filled with early pieces. Just gorgeous. See the special burl scoops and spoons and the candy pieces and the iron cooking pieces. And there's the whirligigs that I've talked about before being my first missed piece was actually a whirligig, and actually I think it looked like this. He was sawing wood, and there's one right there. There's some carved whimsy. See the little wooden chain with the balls inside the little wooden parts. That would all have been carved from one piece of wood. There's another one right there. And the pincushion caddy. More stencil. I keep saying that. More silhouettes there. And the hog scraper candlestick. And that beautiful branch of the birds back there. Beautiful wall box. And this stunning, I would say mule chest. I'm sure that top lifts up. That grain painting is amazing. The early game board. That beautiful color for that hanging shelf. And an early whirligig there at the top. Here's a history of a family with the last name Burbank. Burbank. From 1802 to 1830, probably 5. Oh, check out this cat. Oh, he's beautiful. So when you say, what's the price? They are not priced yet on some of these items. These are just now brought here for this amazing show and open house. Another beautiful tall clock case. Just incredible. Another hog scraper. It's a lemon squeezer. Beautiful. gorgeous table. Another beautiful clock face here. Charming gentleman, and I know there's some of you that just love these I keep saying it, samplers. And here's another gorgeous example of one. Beautiful. So keep watching. I will make sure that all the contact information for this shop is available, as well as the details and information about the Hudson Antique Show that is happening next weekend on Saturday and Sunday, March 11th and 12th. Here's another beautiful game board. And check out this display of the stoneware with that beautiful blue cobalt design. My goodness. So what caught your eye here? I would love to hear in the comments below. Tell me if you're going to be here for the open house next week, starting on Thursday. I'll give you the details of what the time will be. Look at that beautiful piece of, is that pottery in the back with that beautiful bird? Redware. That beautiful green bottle. And the books covered in the early fabric. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like and subscribe. I hope you share with your prim friends and let them know about these amazing shops that we have here in Ohio. And this is really new. So most people have probably not been here. If you've been here, if you were here for the open house in December, comment below. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you in the next one.